I'm on just a little bit of an exploration adventure this morning, and I'm ashamed to say I've never been to Hawksbill Crag in Whitaker Point, even though I've lived in Arkansas the majority of my adult life and spent most of my free time, outdoors. But I'm just exploring up here in the Ozarks today and came across a sign, Hawksbill Crag, 6.9 miles. So, we're going to head out there and see what we can get into. Alright, well, I'm at the trailhead. It says it's 1.85 miles. I don't know if that's one way or a round trip. Special thanks to Senator Del Bumpers for his outstanding contribution to wilderness in Arkansas. Alright, let's get rocking. Just passed a sign. It said, warning, high cliff area. Stay away from edges. Putting up a sign like that is like stepping up to the mic at a Weight Watchers convention and saying, hey, the Golden Corral next door is offering free buffets for everyone that's registered for the convention. You just needed to know that because you shouldn't go there. Trail itself, starting out at least, I would say is moderate to strenuous, especially coming up. It's going to be strenuous. It's well used, if not necessarily well maintained, but there's a lot of rocks, a lot of erosion, a lot of tree roots. So if you have any weak joints in your lower body, like ankles or knees, you want to take your time, watch your step, make sure and wear your hiking boots that have good ankle support, maybe a hiking stick. Easy to follow, but definitely watch your step kind of thing. One thing I am running into, that's really cool. One thing I am running into is that the trail is not marked. I'm following the most well-worn path, but there's lots of little offshoots that take off, and I'm trying to stay with the one that looks the most well-used. But it's not well marked, and I just crossed an area where there were some trail markings, but since this trail has not been marked the entire way in, I'm assuming that's a different trail that intersects. I did not follow the trail with the markings because the trail I'd been on from the trailhead has not been marked at all. So if I get lost, you may never see this video until years from now when they find my remains. It's very cool. Not quite there yet, but we're definitely somewhere. Almost there. I step to the edge. You can see it behind me. You should be aware that people fall off of that. It's far enough down that if you fall, you're going to have some time to think about some of the decisions you've made in your life. You should consider that when you walk out. right, so I have made it to Hawksbill Crag, and I found this group of young gentlemen here who are trying to get a picture, and they've requested that I take their picture with a legitimate Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
And you said that this was your dad's?
Yeah, it was my dad's from whenever he was young, and it's been sitting in the closet all this time, and I managed to find film for it. So
That is so cool. So we took the picture. Actually, we had to do a take two because the other one, the audio was bad. So I
Yeah.
came back to bother these guys for another second. And you want to show them
yeah,
how the picture's kind of coming out, how cool this is?
you can see that
Yeah, my hands are shaking. That's awesome, though.
pretty well.
That is so cool. Anyway, they're from KC, and
Yeah.
he's got on a really good shirt. Like, he's got his priorities straight. Like, let's just get
That's
that
all
out
right.
front. Yeah. So anyway, thank you again,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get at your hair now.
All right, no problem, man.
See if we can't give you guys a little bit of an idea. Of some of the terrain and the hike. Beautiful views towards the end of the trail, towards Hawksbill Crag. I'm kind of actually going backwards right now. I'm backtracking a little bit to shoot this little segment to give an idea of the hike. You see the roots I was talking about, stobs, larger rocks, loose rocks, you know. Here it's actually pretty level. You're kind of on a little bit on a saddle as you come along the last part of this. First part coming in is pretty steep descent in places, and it's going to be a steep ascent when I head out. But yeah, it's a beautiful hike. So this is Hawksbill Crag, and we got those gentlemen taken care of with their picture, which is so legit. And I'd say in the end, yeah, knowing what I have to go out with the terrain's probably going to be moderate to strenuous, would be what I would call it. It's a workout, but it's totally worth the trip. And I think I'm going to do some photography on my way out, but that's going to wrap it up for today. So if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
We here at Studio 119 would like to remind all of you out there listening, wherever you might be, that though the hill might be steep and the trail be rocky, the mountaintop awaits.